different.
Mayhap I've toiled long enough.
I got 2 level. Oh, I need to switch those two. Stronger.
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale. Another day.
These writings could be of import. Let's have a look then.
Right? Don't stumble around in the dark. Offer yourself with one of our finest lanterns, but mind how far you stray away from home at night. Let's be drawn to the glow of your hip like moth to a flame. I see. Ooh. Level 8.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Sure. Deliver.
Fate willing, the day will come. Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
Common word for their cumulative knowledge and they can proficient in combat. Monster badges are one. Once they have defeated treasure defeat the monster. Are by then so experienced with the creature in question that they know the best way to defeat it. Will offer beneficial advice to the arisen. Field badge are awarded to post a camp sufficient number of times in a particular area when they're okay. Skill acquired by pawns. They are not strictly beneficial for the independently, and this can result in the consequences. However, planning and do care position. So we're trying out. If you would like to promote your specialization, you will do well to befriend people in various traits and tendencies the world around you. Sooner or later, these strengths are bound to create opportunities. You can only acquire one specialization at a time, and any new specialization will replace the old one. Okay. all warriors. I don't want a warrior. Maximilian Maya. What is this? There's supposed to be a healer and a mage. That's the difference.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Sorcerer. Hmm. Sure. Cause she, not you. She is a mage and a sorcerer. Okay, let's try this out. Sure, you can have one of these too.
'Tis not brawn and might that win the day, but deft fingers and a light step, as I trust my thievery's shown you.
'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
The ladder? Oh yeah. I've seen it before. I used it before.
Shall we go and speak with Sir Leonard, Master? I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me. You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you?
Mayhaps.
She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you.
Oh.
Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
I see.
Where to now? Coin's no good if you work yourself to death.
What is she doing over there?
Where to now?
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
God damn, that's a lot of money. I see. Interesting. Oh, I got pretty good discipline. Dime! Hey, Olivia. Johnson, give me a second. Cálmate, bota. ¿Qué pasó? Sí. Augments your physical defenses. Increase your likelihood of being targeted by a foe. Oh, that's good. Enables you to carry additional weight. Yeah, remaining allows you to lift and pin down foes for an extended duration. Hasten recovery when down or crawling. Ooh. Tiene los archers. Ambuscade. Increase damage by attacks when you are not in a battle stance. Ooh. Reach your maximum is really good. Consume your land to consume less oil. Huh, interesting. Increases damage dealt when striking targets and vitals. Ability enables you to clamber up cliffs and scale floors. Oh, that's pretty good. Was really good. That's also very good. Okay, I see. I see. Oh, no, it's me. Airwalk dash. Oh, nice. Shield bash. Ooh. Shield summons. Oh, I see. Core skill. Ooh, a parry. That's ooh, nice. Metal. Ah. I don't have any other. I don't have any augments. Okay. I want this. Solamente puedo tener 6 augments. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Vaya. Dios mío. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. No, me imagino. Dios mío. Mhm. Shit, no me da para ninguna otra habilidad. Está bien, no importa. El mismo rol. Okay. Ahora, depende del egg roll.
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets.
No puede ser. Eso es. Eso ahí tiene que preguntarle a ellos. Porque se supone que te diga de qué es el egg roll. Si es de pollo, si es de vegetales, si es de cerdo.
Do come again.
Dios mío. Ok, ¿qué cosa tengo aquí?
Well, I shall return.
Dios mío.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you.
Ah, sí, el flamethrower ese que tú tiras.
Very well. There is no wrong, but I shan't take up any more of
Dios mío. Y yo hablé con Leonard. ¿Qué más tú quieres, juego? Es el delito entonces.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance.
Dios
The
mío.
watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Hay que hablar con Gregor ahora. Necesita alguien que te defienda. Ay, ya.
Now my feet always carry
Yo me hice. Yo soy un warrior, yo me hice mi Power Archer.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way. A guide is most welcome. Now we shall...
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you.
Dios mío. ¿Qué le pasa a mi cosa? Interesante. Porque mi pantalla está negro. Vamos a chequear. Voy a tener que chequear rapidito aquí. Ay, qué mierda. Sí, está negro. Ok. Déjame entonces. Ver por qué carajo el cachical desapareció. Ahí está. Activate. Ponerlo en 4K. Activate. There we go. Puñeta. Ahora sí. Prosigamos.
First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital?
To the capital.
My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare?
I need some time.
Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Ok. Ahora voy a buscar por ahí qué puedo hacer. Vamos a ver. Ah. Quest. Déjame. No sé si cabe.
Sir Beck...
The fuck?
Arisen seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person?
Looking for some work, are you?
No hablar con personas, ya que este el
Looking
tipo de
for
juego
work?
que tengo
We've
que
got plenty going
interactuar
here.
con los NPC.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word.
Oh.
As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help?
Sure, ¿por qué no?
Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A basque of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy.
I see where this is going.
I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
¿Cómo dice que no va a ser tan simple?
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
True enough.
Ok, so, si tú quieres que yo busque uno para el explosivo. A ver, míralo ahí. Explosive barrel. Bueno, pick it up. ¿Y qué tú quieres? ¿Que los tire? A ver si. No, todavía quedan. Déjame pick it up. Esta tipa tiene. Esta tipa me da fuego a mis dedos.
A splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights.
One can but strive to improve.
Simple, ¿no? Me parece que este juego tiene un síndrome de los pawns tirándose por el cliff. Los pawns tirándose de los cliff. Me parece, él pasa bastante.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Interesante.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
A jar of poison. Ah, esta mierda.
We are none of us alike in vocation. One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way. Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Jar of poison. Si lo tiro al río se joden. Yeah!
Well done, Master. Those saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts. One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts.
Rest in a Win cuesta 1500. Dios mío.
And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps it's a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Time to get back to work.
Dios mío.
Oi, bring me a... Oh, you're not one of us.
It's been a hard day. Good day to you.
Por aquí.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
Cálmate. I'm just looking around.
Aye. I reckon you'd be good at this.
Looking for some work, are you?
The world could use more places like this. Yes? Is there something I can do?
La casa jodida. Oh.
Time to be heading home.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life. Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Pray, follow me.
What would you of me?
Si tú quieres, Tifa. Este tipo. Que se supone que esté around, ¿no?
Sir Beren seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the...
I've a selection of wares. That's sure to please. Hope to see you again.
Wait. ¿Esa dónde está el tipo?
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests. Right you are.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon.
Fine.
Good. Then let us be on our way.
Goblin!
Fresh and rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard.
I combine my magic with yours, so you might cast the spell more.
The goblin!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Gracias. No lo uso para craftear, lo uso para vender. Yo más goblins.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Dos tipos level 8.
The arisen is the lawful ruler of vermin. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true.
Es un harpy.
Our kingdom sees many pretenders. They're still full of wonder. Regardless, we will not to invite mistrust.
Gente, ataque. Yo tengo 2 mages for a reason. Otro happy que maté.
I grant you roaring flame.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance? Look there. I espy another statue. Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
Go there later. Ahí vamos.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
Arisen.
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say?
Who can say?
All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Dios. Ay, no lo que está ahora del mapa. Tiene que regresar cuando pase la cuesta porque él me ve que he perdido.
Those recruits don't know pommel.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Los gold tengo 6 las pultis en la mano.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Espérate, dame esto. Eso es 30 RC. Mira, aquí lo puedo calmar. Otro camping. Estoy heavy!
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Ay, Dios. ¡Ave! Oh, landslide, no joda.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did. We must not let go of our goal. A powerful weapon, a magical boon.
Sí. A esos goblins hicieron... Tienen que empezar a vender cosas, que estoy bastante lleno. Oh, I'm missing.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Más gol mejor.
Just about anywhere.
¡A goblins!
You have my
Yo creo que fue una buena idea irme como yo como fighter y todos mis otros
You'll like
son
to grow
todos range.
overburdened if you keep picking up every little
Estoy
trinket
very
you
heavy,
find.
espérate, voy a tener que cambiar, voy a tener que pasar cosas aquí. Cógete esto, mujer. Me siento un poquito mejor pasando estas cosas. Estoy bastante heavy. Ahora, much better.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Dios mío. Más goblins. ¡Un solo goblin! Este goblin que maté. Tengo que lootearlo. Oh, un bicho se está poniendo oscuro. Una cosa se pone pingú. Harpy.
Use these flames to smite our enemies.
Estoy subiendo de nivel como que bien rápido. Voy a tener que prender mi lantern, espérate. Más Harpy. Okay. Una piedra por ahí.
A flawless execution. Let us try for the same
Levántate,
result with our
tipo.
next attack.
O tipa. Está oscuro.
This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
The passage and the time is ever-flowing river in this world, and the activities, behavior of the other reflects this. People are likely to remain the same place all day long, and many appear to be morning, at night, or at midday. Past time, you can either stay at an inn or make use of one special seat. Okay. Come nightfall, you'll be able to see no further, and the ground at your feet. And also darkness summons fearsome monsters not seen by day. Explore wilderness and sunsets at your own peril. Be sure. Así se me di cuenta. ¡Esqueleto!
When their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Buena idea, campaña. If the arisen after the attack picket, they can pitch their tent by the remaining the gunfire found on the spot throughout the wilderness. Much like staying in an inn, an arisen campsite is step is felt and stamina recovers the lost cage. Adventurers seldom camping affordable you'll meet granting boosts. Okay. Before filling the camera, it will be prudent to eliminate any foes looking nearby. Okay. Vamos a acampar aquí porque tal de noche va a estar cabrón. I can cook.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel.
¿Tú has visto cuando cocina? Es literalmente un video de verdad de mí cocinando.
What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours sleep? Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
It's still morning.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. A new day, a new perspective.
Un jodido piece of lamb, video de un piece of lamb en un jodido grill, en un jodido sartén.
What's this? We're trapped.
That's not good. Sí, mira lo que es.
Why? The Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Great, be on your guard.
Ven acá, mi nene. Tiene 2 barras de vida.
seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
Necesitamos un barril de fuego, quitar eso. ¿Qué tiene este? Listo los pollos de este. Ahí está. Ahí está. Hoy comeré carne de troll. It is hard. It's hard to be an adventurer. Tú sabes cómo se siente Kazuma en effortlessly. Y tienes que work the land para to make a weight. Poder quedarte en el IN.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us?
Might as well.
Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Because I'll just come back eventually y hago lo que me quede de hacer después.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering. It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
Oh, goblins?
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Para que vea. Papi, los Jets, ¿sabes? Registro de calidad, es lo que se dice.
We've got goblins! We have no need of exploiting our enemies' weaknesses. We've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire! I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell off. I'll grant you full initiation.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way?
Sure.
All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Into the ox cart I go.
was informed of your coming, would-be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it.
¿Por qué yo estoy con mi jodido ropa de fucking hobo? Deme una armadura
Though I
decent.
admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside.
¿Me puede por lo menos dar some decent clothes?
I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty.
Oh.
If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom.
Pero ¿por qué carajos? ¿Qué está pasando aquí? ¿Por qué? No sé si desconectando. What's happening here? Interesante. Yo vi uno, pero una espada en el apothecary. Yo no sé por qué el apothecary estaba en una espada, pero it's getting annoying. Tengo que comprarme un capture card nuevo. Unfortunately, el capture card que me quiero comprar nuevo no llega a Puerto Rico. Okay. ¿Puedes quedar bien? Por favor.
Some days passed. You confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming.
Normal. Play haters. Oh, thanks for the follow.
Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to our own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Vamos a leer esto. Examen. Regarding the Vernum and Bathal, regard the scourge of the dragon as a matter of the utmost priority. Should the baleful creature alight on either side of the border, both nations are sworn to provide aid as well to assist in the evacuation of populace and with scouting missions as needed. In such event, all troops are expected to put aside any disagreement in faith or culture and devote themselves wholeheartedly to their duty. Oh.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here!
Dios mío.
You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went?
No sé por dónde lo vi.
Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Logbook on the item storage. Item storage gives you a place to deposit your items and equipment. It can be accessed to at any inn. Oh, está useful. Es bueno saberlo.
This worrying's giving me an achy back.
Not every little thing needs reporting.
¿Dónde está el inn? Find the closest inn. No. Ah, míralo ahí. Y ahora al inn. Vamos para allá.
Sir Beren seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits.
Yo sé.
Do we not know of such a person?
Tenemos una idea.
I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray. Follow me.
Pero quiero ir.
You have our gratitude.
Dale, vamos.
Lead the way.
Suppose I'm.
Port crystals. Oh. Yeah, to 10 port crystals. Okay.
Tired.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own 2 eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Beren fellow, he's a real warrior? I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Beren and see what he can teach me.
Perfect. Ahora tengo que darle weapons.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
No, yo quiero ir para in. Yo quiero upgrade my vocation para ver qué otros skills puedo sacarle. Y dejar some shit en el inn para que no se me spoil my shit.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Buy around cuesta 2000 gold. Jesus.
Sit back, relax,
Comprarle
and enjoy the
ale en
finest
me
brews of
cuesta
all
2000.
Burnworth.
¿Dónde yo puedo? Espera, ¿dónde yo puedo bregar con mi vocation? ¿No irme para otro sitio? Sí, pero if you pon in. Ah, aquí está. Vocation Guild. Míralo aquí. Ok. Va a aparecer dependiendo del town, either están separados o están juntos. El Vocation Guild y el Inn. Que en este town parece que están separados. Estoy buscando el Vocation Guild entonces. Está al lado del Inn. Ah, es que son dos Inn diferentes, ya veo. Hay un inn que es para beber y hay otro inn que es un guild. I see.
Resist. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Indeed, you are correct.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
Por lo menos let me organize my stories. Actually, can I combine? ¿Qué puedo combinar aquí? Esto. Ok, puedo hacer esto. Oh, ¿sabes qué? ¿Por qué no? Yo puedo combinar con esto. Oh, I see. ¿Por qué no? No, casteame par de shit. Cualquier cosa, I'll just. Si Si tengo potions de más, I'll just sell it. Esto me sube la estamina. ¿Qué hace esto? Sure, dame esto. Oh, ya veo. Ok. Voy a depositar esto. Depositar los Goblin Horns, los Harpy Spinion, Jagged Bone, Biskin. ¿Por qué no tengo ese equipado? Tengo dos bows. Guardale eso. Guardale esto. Guardale esto. Guardale esto. Chuchi.
You know where to find me.
¿Y con quién tengo que hablar para bregar con mi vocation? No, al parecer en este sitio no. Es como el primer sitio que hablo con un solo tipo y lo hace todo. Parece él. Buscando aquí quién carajo tengo que hablarle. Déjame... ok, tengo un decent amount of gold, por lo menos.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Mira el mapa bien. Vocation Guild. ¿Está arriba o está al lado? Estos son los cuartos. Parece que está en otro. Parece que está abajo. Ah, míralo aquí.
Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
Por favor. Seeker's Token. Ok, aquí estamos. Tengo más weapon skills, así me gusta. Warriors, un vocation nuevo. Y ahora está Sorcerer también. Pero me está gustando el Fighter, not gonna lie. Weapon skills. Oh, tengo un core skill nuevo. That's pretty cool, man. Al Mystic Spear. Sí, también me interesa el Mystic Spear. Qué cool. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Un slash que da múltiples enemigos, eso es buenísimo. Eso está cool. Dame a sacarme este otro score skill para poder sobrevivir. Poder sobrevivir caídas altos con el warrior o con el fighter. Y me gusta el compass slash, un AoE attack sería buenísimo. Voy a ponerlo en el B. Y dame shield bash también. Sí me gusta. Ok. Vamos a chequear con mi pona. No tengo augments nuevos para mi pawn. Ah, actually, no tengo augment nuevo. So, por favor. Ok. Nice. Y ella no necesita eso. Exploding shot. Eso me interesa. Hay que hacer esto. Dame el exploding shot. Dame el sweep shot para que tenga una forma de darle a múltiples enemigos. Y dame el tearing arrow. Perfecto.
Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members.
Dios mío.
And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment.
Roderick?
He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him.
Pa' que vea, papi. Eso es un luxury.
May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Solamente tú no puedes hacer un pez ni tener el luxury para cambiarte el pelo.
Well met, sir.
Dios mío. Yo tengo rings.
Now, where was I headed?
¿Cuánto chavo tengo? 14,000 gold tengo.
Tell is, Vermund was once the Beastren kingdom.
Truly?
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Pa' que vea. Hay un Smithy, hay un Armory, dame esto. Y tu armadura, yo no puedo estar con este peasant garbs para siempre. ¿Sí?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Tipo.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths.
2,000 para un jodido helmet. Plate armor. Diablo. ¿Por qué esto? Oh, definitivamente. Para que veas. Zombie. Tengo que comprarme the cheapest shit por el momento. El troll te trollió. Ay, eso dolió.
Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Por lo menos ahora tengo some
Our packs are
decent
heavier,
wear.
and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Dios mío. Está oscureciendo, déjame irme para hablar con el tipo.
Well met, sir.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
No, definitivamente no. te quiere. ¿Tú no te acuerdas de Dragon Dogma 1?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Days like this make me always doing about a dozen things at once.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation.
Oh.
It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power.
Oh.
None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter?
Definitivamente.
I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in the...
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Okay.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
This isn't much to go on.
Would seem we've a need to visit the palace.
I've no time for you now. Leave me be.
Over here, if you would.
Oh.
This isn't much to go on.
¿Qué? ¿Lunes? ¿El lunes qué? Ok, el lunes. Ok. So, el lunes entran a las 4:30. Ah, pues bien.
This way, Master.
Ahora en este juego. Do I even know what time it is? Ah. Lo que me dice, entre midnight y dawn puedo hacer algo, pero ¿qué agarro voy a hacer yo cuando es midnight? For I know dark is dark.
We've arrived, just as planned. We shall remain. Here.
Sí.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description.
Uh-huh.
Follow me!
Always sets me to thinking this place.
With that altered interest, but
Silence cultivates
past
wisdom.
make the stress.
I'm a man of leisure at heart, it seems.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
¡Puñeta! Yo que me acabo de comprar mi armadura, acabo de conseguir la armadura. ¡Ah! Si hubiera sabido que hubiera encontrado armadura, no hubiera comprado fucking armadura yo entonces in the first place. Aunque es peor de la que yo me compré. So I guess I can sell it at the very least. Es mejor que tenerla encima cogiendo espacio. Voy a comprar armadura. Comprar armadura. 5 minutos después consigo un set entero. ¡Ay, más guardia! Espérate, ¿what? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué fue lo que yo me conseguí? Hold up. Can I blend in si me pongo esta armadura? Lo que tengo que hacer, espérate. Tengo que buscar. Slip into the palace through the rear. Search the office, ok. Tengo que encontrarme el office. No creo que este sea el office. ¡Gold! Por favor. Ahí viene el troll, los mata a todos. De ahora sin. Nothing. Dios mío.
Would that all my days were so true. I only pray my watch finishes without incident. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste steam.
Got to focus. My head will roll.
Just blend in. Just blend in. Yo estoy vestido como los demás. You got nothing to see here.
Let such peace reign eternal.
Dios mío.
Tis our duty to see this peace protected.
I'm falling and I can't get up.
I'd sooner stay out of the battle, were it possible.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. It was never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven,
where
have you been?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might be.
Prithee, inform us.
Solamente, don't be suspicious. 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 ¡Ah! ¡Un escudo nuevo! Yes. ¿Dónde carajo yo? Ah, por aquí. Don't be suspicious. Don't. Buenas. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
¿Qué pasa, mujer?
Suppose I best earn my keep. Would that
Dios mío.
Would that all places were so welcoming as this.
Please, for
Dios
everyone in
mío.
their place.
Everyone's busy with their own
What an
affairs.
item.
My arms and armor.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay, yeah.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Nobody's done the wiser. Espera, puedo cambiarme la armadura. Le dieron un escudo nuevo. Is it better? It is better. I'm accepting this. Dios mío.
I'll teach them a lesson they won't soon forget.
Te viste.
So tranquil.
Perhaps I ought to give up. Let the Reaper claim me.
Quiet at last.
Habla ahí con el tipo en el inn de nuevo.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. Ah, excellent find.
Ladder.
I could use a little fun to
Oh.
brighten my day.
These smiley backs active today.
Con chesto.
With a ferry stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please. 'Tis not an item to be squandered.
Oh, que no me pasa nada.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town. Not sure what they expect. I'm no fool, am I? Market I go.
I'm on fine fettle today. It gladdens the heart to see so
Welcome.
many smiles about.
Life's best taken at a leisurely pace.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less.
Dios mío.
This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
Oh, 6,500 oro!
That's
Yes!
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
Déjame irme para donde el armor de nuevo, a ver si puedo venderle shit. Dios mío.
I sense eyes upon us.
Troll petróleo.
How might I be of service?
This part's a little different as well.
Fancy a look at my wares?
¡Ven acá, huele bicho! ¡Ven acá, huele bicho!
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
What?
My. I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot.
Why are you following me?
What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that.
¡Qué descripción! ¡Qué descripción! Está hablando del el host de Sábado Gigante.
Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please.
Don Francisco, ahí está, ese mismo. ¿Te quieres checar si todavía está vivo?
I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further.
Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Glad we understand each other. I'll be on my way then.
We allowed the agent to flee. I cannot help but wonder whether it was the right choice. Well now, I'm not sure.
Everything for the goal en este juego, Dios mío. Y aquí yo creo que te tienes que hold yourself out si puedes para get some gold.
This might be worth a read. Shall we take a closer look?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Qué trompeta.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory.
Ah,
You'll find only pieces of quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths.
Tampoco. Okay, por lo menos that's decent. That's decent. Dios mío.
Hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold could compare to a fellow life, eh?
Ay, broadsword. Vamos a comprarme un broadsword. Ay, ya veo. No cuesta mucho hacer el enhance, actually. Espérate. Honestamente, ¿por qué no? Dios mío. Yo creo que es hora. Si pudiera comprarme una casa, it would be so good. Voy a tener que entonces resting ahí porque ya ahí tengo.
The room's at your
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Oh. Oh. Interesante. No, yo quiero. Fuck.
Far and wide I've traveled, but this is the only world I'd call home. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Tú puedes darle a gente rewards por usar tu pawn. Tú puedes darle gold, como que toma, te doy gold si usas a mi pawn. Dios mío. Vamos a hablar con el innkeeper para que me dé.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated... to the foremost hospitality in all the... You know where to find me. Well met.
Y yo voy a dejar aquí Dragon's Dogma por hoy.